What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. If an athlete in open bodybuilding has one overpowering muscle group, for instance bicep in the case of Michal Krizo, it actually helps because that makes him stand out. But the same can be said for classic physique. Everything has to flow very well for a certain someone to be competitive for the top 10. Urs does not have the best biceps, nor does he have the best back, but he flows extremely well. Urs at this point in his career can easily be compared with the reigning classic physique champion Chris Bumstead, especially in the beginning of his career as a classic physique pro. Urs's ability to get insanely shredded has made him one of the best classic physique athletes in the world, and he will continue to follow this protocol for the upcoming Arnold Classic. He was third in 2022 Arnold, and this time he is aiming for the title. And although it is a mutual consensus that Ramon is way ahead of Urs right now in terms of muscularity and overall development, anything can go wrong in the peaking process, and the title is wide open for grabs. Mike Somerfield is such an exciting talent in Classic, a top 5 finisher at the Olympia last year. His back is wider than both Urs and Ramon, and that is an area where he can edge them out. He has great separation in his quads. He is another guy who will be in the mix for the Arnold Classic title in 5 weeks. I hope he is a little more drier than the version we saw at the Olympia last year. It is about time Regan Grimes steps up his game and meets the expectations set by himself and the bodybuilding fans for him. He has been competing in the pro ranks for more than 5 years now, and up until 2022 Boston Pro, his biggest weakness was the lack of size overall. That is the only reason he made a very difficult decision of sitting out of this past Olympia, which was absolutely the right call to make. I see so many comments whenever I mention Regan Grimes that he is just an Instagram bodybuilder, which in my opinion is not true at all. He wants to win shows. More importantly, he wants to be a top guy at the Olympia level. Going up to 295 pounds isn't easy for anyone, but Milos made him bulk really hard during this offseason. Regan wants to bring his Legion Sports look to the stage with 5 to 10 pounds of solid muscle. I'm not sure whether that is possible in just one season, but they are definitely trying. There hasn't been any announcement of his next show yet, so we will have to wait and see. Out of all the guys that will be competing at this year's Olympia, Wilkin got the biggest head start because he won the first qualifier for 2023. A long off season is exactly what Brett needs to be competitive at his Olympia debut because he lacks size, and chasing size while staying relatively lean is exactly what the Butcher has been doing. When he lost to Behrouz Tabani in Romania Pro, he was in phenomenal condition. Behrouz, however, was just a bigger, more aesthetic bodybuilder, but that look of Brett with more quads will be a very dangerous combination. And considering that Brett still has more than 6 months to grow before he starts his Olympia prep, he can show up with an entirely different package at the Olympia stage. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.